Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of the Mindminx Show. I am your favorite Mindminx, and we are here at Mix Vibes Radio like we are every Sunday. And I have a super special guest today. It's pretty rare that I get to meet an artist on my own without, any help from friends who support me. And I want to talk about that. So today I have C Mills with me.
Yeah. What up, world?
So I want to talk about that. Like, how did we become friends on Instagram? Do you even know?
Nah, I'm not really sure.
I'm not either. Just
but
one day.
It works. We here.
We are here. Hold on. I'm going to flip this camera so
right.
the rest of my Instagram can see. There you are. But you brought a special guest with you today, too. Who's with us?
It's my young boy, Pop Dollars. Also an artist, Far Rock / Brooklyn. We here. Authentic
Hello.
Entertainment.
Hey, how you guys doing?
So tell us about you. I was telling, all right, so just to preface, I was telling Mills, which, by the way, I got permission to say Mills. We talked about it.
Right. Yeah. We was thinking about dropping the C and just going with Mills soon anyway. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about how did you come up with your name?
I was just, like I was telling you earlier, I've done a lot of interviews and nobody's asked me that question.
Really?
So you're like the first person. So it's like one of those rare joints right now we about to break. Well, back in the day when I was coming up, we used to do ciphers and stuff like that. That's when people get around and start beating on the desk and whatever. But this one was in the street, so we just got around, started rapping. The energy was right. I didn't have a name then. I was just, my real government is Darrow, so we didn't really have a name. So
I would never have guessed
right,
that, by the way.
You would see the C and you would think it's like Chris or something, right? You see what I'm saying? But nah, my name was Darrow, so we was like, yo, we really don't have no name. I was just rapping. And in the cypher, somebody yelled out Chambers, right? So Chambers, if you're not familiar, Wu-Tang Clan was big when I was coming up, pushing that pen. Like Wu-Tang was everything for me. So I was like, oh, Chambers sound dope. I heard somebody yell it, yo, that young boy spitting like Chamber. I'm like, I'm gonna go with Chambers. But as I started coming up in high school, and this all happened like junior high school. I was a young boy on the street rapping. So then I'm like, all right, high school coming. I'm like, I don't look like a Chambers, man. Like I'm more like laid back, more like the Jigga vibe. So I'm like, if I'm more smooth and I'm more, like laid back, let me get a name that matches mine. So I kept the C because it was symbolic. It was the first thing that somebody called me.
Okay.
So I just kept the C and added the Mills because basically that's what we want to see in this game.
Yep.
We all want to see millions. So hopefully one day it'll be billions. You know what I mean?
Oh, so hopefully
Shout out
you'll
to
come back.
Diddy and 50 and all of those dudes that's making all those moves. But that's basically what we're going for.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And we had a conversation how I came up with my name because I think
that's
listen,
dope.
Thank you so much for asking me how to properly pronounce it. I can't tell you how many times I get called Mindy.
Mindy. She don't look like a Mindy.
I do not.
But all right. I'm not gonna call you Mindy though.
Thank you.
Pop
I appreciate it. Pop. Please don't.
He's a little scumbag. He might do it. Mindminx.
Minx.
Yeah. Mindminx. I like that though. That's super dope.
That's dope. That's different.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a story behind that one too.
Here we go. Making some moments right here.
Right.
We find out what C Mills stood for now. Mindminx. I mean, unless you broke it already. I don't know if you did.
Oh yeah, a million times. Nobody ever remembers.
It don't matter. You got a new audience now. You got all my fans tuning in. So
yes.
Yeah.
So if you look up the definition of minx in Urban Dictionary, it's supposed to be like a young, promiscuous woman. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be. I want to mind fuck you.
Right.
So it's not a physical thing. I want to see what you got in your cerebral that could entertain me as well as vice versa.
Fire.
So
that's fire.
Dope.
Yeah, shout out to Mindminx for bringing us up here.
Thank
for real.
you.
We here, Far Rockaway, Queens.
Yeah, so that's where you're from.
Yeah.
Grew up?
Born and raised.
Me
Born
too.
And raised. Yeah.
Born and raised.
Really?
Me
Yeah.
too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how we actually met. Like.
Yeah, we met in high school. It was crazy. He was a young boy and we was a little older, and just never heard somebody rap the way he rapped. You know what I mean? At his age, he was better than me. Like when I was his age. So it's kind of dope. So my man, shout out to my man Sonero. He did beats for like Fabulous, 50, and everybody. So he brought the young boy to me, and since then we just been clicking and mobbing the whole time. But yeah, he was a young boy in high school, right? Far Rock High School.
Far Rock High School. We went there together.
Yeah, it was crazy. He just brought him to me, and we just linked up, and we just clicked. And from there, we just been.
Forever,
I've been trying to mentor him just to get him on the right path or whatever, get him out the streets.
You guys
and
look
into the
like
studio.
you're the same age.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna rock with that. We the same age. You right. That's a new story. Let's re-edit this. We the same age. That's it.
So
That's it.
what resonated with that whole story was you saying you're older.
Yeah. But look, I'm gonna just keep it up there. We the same age. That's it. Mindminx next topic. We the same age. No grades though, and I ain't dyed my joint yet.
Nice.
I'm still young.
Oh, see, now I want to ask the
Now
number.
you can't. We gotta move on because we only got a certain amount of time though. Nah, I told you like before, nothing off limits. You guys, anything. I keep it a band.
That's right. We did have this conversation.
I keep it a band with my audience. They know. See, that's why we represent authentic. Everything is real. There's no gimmicks over here, so I would never lie. I always keep it 100. So.
All right, so let's make it a game then.
Okay.
Everybody in the audience has to figure it out.
All right.
What would your age be if you flipped your digits?
Damn. Now it's gonna sound real bad, G. All right, you want me to do it for real? I'm gonna do it. I'm about 73.
God damn, Zuggy.
Wow, I would not have guessed that.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Wow. You look that young to me?
Yeah, chill. What you mean, bro? I ain't bringing him nowhere. Right? Like he's not allowed back up here. That's it.
Well, listen, I'm officially the oldest one in the room. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. Hello.
He's moving away. He's moving away.
Shutting my mic off over here.
He said, "Wait a minute."
Down.
What? Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, he's about 26, right?
Flip it.
31.
No.
All right, my digits flipped.
44.
I am the oldest one in the room.
Wow.
Oh, so, yeah, I'm 44.
Yeah, take that. Get his voice.
I mean, y'all don't look too bad for y'all. Y'all not too far
bad,
from us.
Too bad, damn. That say he's definitely not coming back up here.
My dentist told me I thought he thought I was 28.
Nah, but I don't. Yeah, I see maybe like 30s. Like I said.
I'll take it.
I'm getting gray hair already, so it's like.
There's stuff for that.
Yeah.
Just for men.
Oh Lord.
I know, but does it really
Don't do
work?
it. He tried it. So he got a Sharpie for you, bro. He got a Sharpie for you. You know what I mean?
On what? There's nothing up there for you to color in.
They got the light
Listen.
Caesar. He good.
Yo, people out that light shoe polish.
People out here doing it. They out here
If
doing
you
it
could see
though.
what I'm talking about on my engineer.
Listen, you see a lot of people balding at the back and they front look laced. So I'm just letting you know they doing it.
Yo, did you see?
Nah, don't say nothing. don't say nothing. We got to get in here and works with these dudes. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that. All right, so now that we've gotten the age question out of the way,
Right.
you wrote something really interesting in your bio,
Okay.
which we talked about that too. It's very vague.
Very vague.
Which apparently is what the industry wants. But for me, I need more.
Okay.
But so you said that, your love of music really started with your dad playing music. And
Yeah,
it
he's
reminds me of like every Saturday morning when my Spanish mom would start
Oh,
cleaning the
Lord.
house with the music on blast as
That's
if
how
it
you
was a
do it.
party on a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about that. Where does that come from?
That was just it for me. Like, he used to play the tunes, cleaning up the crib, on them Saturday days. And then, when it's nighttime and it's time to turn up, the bar's good. And he had the bar in the living room. And they would just play the loud sound system. And I was just like, yo, this is it, man. I like music. And I just couldn't stop. Like, I tried everything. Like, I could draw too, like art-wise. So, I used to draw, and then I used to always incorporate hip-hop into my art. So I was just like, yo, it's something about hip-hop. It's just drawing me. So I was like,
And what kind of music was he listening to that?
All type of music,
Yeah.
R&B, yeah. So hip hop. So I was just like, I like this. This is wavy, because hip hop itself is not that old, It's like 40 something years, and a lot of these new artists, they really don't dissect and really understand how hip hop is so influential and it changes people's lives. Like, this is only 44 or something like that years old, and it's still the number one genre right now.
We talked about that.
It's big. So, I'm just grateful that he had my ears in tune, and then from there it was just over. I just started writing.
But was there a background in your family like that? Because,
and that's the crazy part. No, he just loved music. Like, my pops is a good dude. Like, shout out to my pops too. Like, Big H or whatever. I love this dude. He was always very supportive. He was bringing me around when I couldn't even get into the clubs young, and just having me get on stage with these artists,
Really?
local artists from the town. Yeah, and I would just get on there and start rapping, and everybody was like, yo, this dude is sick. And it just always was something that got in the way for me making it to that next point. So hopefully right now, we'll get there.
That's exciting. It's a
God's
nice support
time.
system. Yeah, that's a nice support system.
Most definitely.
So did you go to a performing arts high school or?
Absolutely not. Our performance like type style was just in them lunchrooms. You had to have bars. Yeah, you had to talk.
So that was just like a naturally inclined thing.
Natural.
Wow.
Yeah. You had to have. You had to have something. You start beating on them tables and you start making music, and that's where it just came from for me. Like. Every period you're like,
impressive.
Yo, lunch is coming, I better have something, you know what I mean? Or at the end we meet in the steps and we just start doing something there, or then from there we started going to the studio, which was like close by the school, so we would just leave the school and go to the studio and just rap there. So yeah,
there's something about that natural vibe in and of itself, because there's no way that I would be like, I think I have some artistic skill in the bathroom. When I shower. But I don't think I would ever have that inclination to go to a studio. Let's say I actually could sing and not just inside, my little bathroom. But how did you know that or did you just have that natural confidence to go to a studio like that and be like, hey, this is what I can do. This is where I belong. And then they let you in, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, the dudes from our studio was actually like local dudes from the town, so it was just like in their basement.
Okay.
And, but that's how it kind of really happened. So it's not like we went to this like fancy $1 million studio. We was just like basically like in the crates, and it was real rough, but it was something. It was like a dope sound. So that's how it really started. But I wasn't like sounding like Jay-Z when I first came out the back. To me, I thought it was hot, but it was kind of like trash. But
well, that's the same thing. Yeah,
but you build
gotta
up.
think yourself as hot. There's no way to build any confidence if you don't think it of yourself.
Yeah.
So what are your influences? And you've already said a couple of names. So what are your musical influences? Like, how do you create your sound based on what you've heard?
Well, basically, it's all about like the energy for me, like the storytelling and all of that. Like, I just feel like I got a lot of pain in my music. People look at me, they see me, they be like, "Oh, this dude, an R&B singer," you know what I mean? But no, like, I actually talk that talk, you know what I mean? Like, all right, it's different. So
I'm gonna before you came in today, my engineer was like, "What type of music?" I was like, I don't know. I was like, he raps, but it's songy.
Right.
That's what I said.
It's something. Right.
So it's interesting that you said that as well, basically.
Yeah.
But not.
But see, that's what me, like, you see me, it's like, you can never judge a book by its cover. So you see me, you wouldn't think I talk the way I talk, but in my records, like, that separates me from, like, the artists nowadays. Like, I feel like, no disrespect to them, because you need them. Like, I don't want to sound like one of those disgruntled MCs where you like, oh, these guys suck. No, you need all of these things to make a good soup. You know what I mean? All of these ingredients.
Okay.
But what
so
I
you
feel
need
like,
that skirt.
Yeah,
guy.
you need some of that bang bang pow stuff. But see, how long does that last? See, let's state facts. How long does that last? Some of these artists who stick around and have longevity is because these dudes elevate and they grow. Like, you can't stay with the same sound, and some of these artists box themselves in by just going bow and everything, like brr, all that, like, but where do you grow? You know what I'm saying? So gunshots is cool in your ad-libs, but do you got a story to tell? Like, where's that music when you on the highway and you're going through a relationship problem, or you're going through something, you lost your job, you know, you and wifey going through it, like, where's that at? And that's where I come in. Like, I fill that void. So if I stay authentic to me, I would never chase their sound, and I will always be me.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that there's not enough people. So here's the problem, and I think a lot of people encounter this. They'll see a sound, see that it's successful,
Right.
and want to replicate that.
Exactly.
And they might be successful.
And it's hard
for a minute.
too. And as an artist, it's hard because you do get caught up and be like, "Oh, this is what's happening now." So
And then
let
that's
me
where you
follow
stay.
this. You know,
Yeah.
I've done that before too. I'm guilty of it, and I'm just like, nah, it's just not me. And when I started sticking to my blueprint, I started seeing it work. You know, so I was like, nah, this is where we gonna stay right here. Like, it's better for me. I could really tap in and relate to the people, and they could relate to me.
All right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's talk about your first song that we're going to play today,
Right.
which is called Success.
Yeah.
I believe that's the song I used for our promo, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I love that song because I'm a middle child too. So
Oh yeah,
I
definitely
love that
Miller
song.
Child.
That's why I put that. So
Right.
my engineer's on his phone.
Right.
I know he's doing something for me, but
Hold up, and shout out to Mindminx too. Like, she's rocking the Blessed in the Cursed City. don't know
oh,
if
I
y'all can see
am.
that. She
Yes,
got
yes,
the
yes.
shirt on. Let me show. Yeah, I gotta show my peoples right now. It's on. It's fire. I appreciate your support.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love your merch. Not for nothing. It's
Yeah,
really
appreciate you.
nice.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And this is your album cover.
That's
yeah?
the actual cover. And shout out to More Than Mike. He's the one who actually helped me design that piece, and it's been getting a lot of reviews, like real, like people standing behind it right now. And then my boy wore it around Dapper Dan, and I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I've heard the
he's
name.
Like, he's like big right now on all the hip hop clothing. He's basically one of those innovators, and he actually showed the t-shirt love. So that was big for me. That was
Nice.
major. Like, he made everybody's clothes back then in the 80s, and he's still relevant
Oh.
today, you know. And now he's with Gucci, I believe. And
Nice.
yeah, so for him to actually say,
I know.
"Yo,
I
who's
know
this
the word
kid?"
Gucci.
Fire.
I know the word
Yeah,
Gucci.
I know that one. She said, I feel sorry for the husband. He said, "Yeah, she knows that one." Word.
So really quick, while we're ready to play our song, I just want to remind everybody we are live at Mix Vibes Radio, and don't forget to
definitely.
like, add, and share. And if
Yeah.
you want to call in, we have our phone lines open 718-616-9971, and we are going to listen to Success, and then we're going to talk about it afterwards.
Facts. Let's get into it. Yeah.
I did it all with no cosigns and no D Ryan. Niggas my age where I'm from, be barely surviving. Know my mama proud to see her baby still striving and not giving up or letting something like fear stop her. A Gemini, look, I was spoiled rotten, but at the same time a middle child, I felt forgotten. So anything my siblings did, I felt I had to top them. Ain't no quitting me, failure for me wasn't an option. They closed doors on my city, I had to make a way. Think about all them doubters and how I would make them pay. When them no's turn to yeses, look how they feelings change. It wasn't love on them late nights with them hunger pains. So when my songs wasn't hitting, things wasn't the same. And now they calling me, they bro, everybody my friend. The more success you obtain, the more they pretend. So in the end, all I do is eat, breathe, sleep, nothing more than
Success. I just wanna be successful. Success. I just wanna be successful. Success. I just wanna be successful. Success. I just wanna be successful.
I remember having the hottest summers, even them colder winters. Grilled cheese, canned ravioli, that was for dinner. Church on Sunday mornings, hearing the contradictions from the same ones preaching out doing the sinning. I used to chase the baddest girls on the block as a kid, and nowadays I got the baddest ones up in their feelings. Took rap serious while most of my niggas was kidding. Learned how to change the channel, they wasn't seeing my vision. That Biggie line in my head on repeat, sky's the limit. I hate a job, I have you thinking your limit's the ceiling. Pay attention to clowns and you become part of the circus. Cause in reality everybody was born with a purpose, find yours. Success, what else you think a nigga on this grind for? Tell my kids straight, crew eating, it ain't no time off. What's worth having ain't easy, you gotta fight more. So both my failures and my blessings I thank God for.
Success. I just wanna be successful. Success. I just wanna be successful. Success. I just wanna be successful. Success. I just wanna be successful.
Yes, I was born with being alone. You and me, we fell in love.
Oh, we're live. I do that all the time. I get in the middle of a song and then I forget I'm actually working.
We had a zoning, y'all. Yeah.
So let's talk about success.
Right. That's the actual intro to the project. Right now, the name of the project is called Blessed in the Cursed City. That's the merch you're wearing right now. So that's the intro. We wanted to embody like the whole project on the first record. Like, what are you after? You know, what are you chasing? You know, what you won't stop until you get. And I feel like it's everything is success. That's all we want in life, is to be successful. And anything we do, it don't have to be music.
Right.
It could be at your job, you know, it could be in the gym, whatever you want to do. You're a salesperson, you want to be that person, you put that in and you just rock to it. And by the afternoon, hopefully something good happen, you know what I mean?
Well, it definitely sounds good.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
So you've gotten to work with some pretty impressive people.
Right,
you named
definitely.
a couple in your bio, so talk about that, because that's like...
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, I've done records with a lot of people, you know. Chinks, you know, was a coke boy, R.I.P. to him. You know, he was really, really dope. We did a record together, and we was going to put it on this project, but we're going to save it for another one. You know, it means a lot for me because we're from the same town. I did records with Tony Sunshine, who's been around, Pun, Fat Joe. You know, I did records with him, did some writing for him. He's super dope. Shout out to him, the whole TS. Did records with, shout out to my brother too from Philly, Tone Trump. You know, we did record with him. You know, he was in the Creed movie. You know, he's moving around. Shout out to Rock Nation and all them. Who else? Griselda, them Griselda boys. They hit different. Shout out to Conway the Machine. You know, we did a record with him. He's on the project. Meet Sims, super talented kid. You know, he did a lot of writing. Actually wrote that. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. I hope he don't get mad, but he did the So Crazy from Chris Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's his pen and all of that too. Super talented kid. We got a couple records together. Like, I've been around like doing records with people.
Well, now your age is showing. That's the only way your age is showing.
Bow shots. Now you can hit the gunshots. Bow. Now we can get all them young boys in here. Bow, bow, bow. I got a couple of hits. I'm hurt. I'm gonna do some push-ups when I leave here. I'll be all right.
So do you think that, now it's interesting, now knowing how, you know, advanced you are in number age, do you think that it's influenced your laid back nature? Because like there seems to be like a very angry, organic way about hip hop, especially these days.
Like currently, right?
Yeah. You know, but it's nice to see that you're still in that same genre. You still have the same respect for that music, but you're so laid back. Do you think it's because you've experienced so much?
I don't even know. I wouldn't say yes, but that would make me like just put myself in a box, because I would say there's kids that grew up at my age who was really wild.
Okay.
You know, because they were wild back then. Don't think, you know, they wasn't bow then. They were bow then. You know, it was different, you know. And it wasn't just on record. It was actually in the streets. So, now I think, you know, shout out to my OG, you know, Jeff, his name Jaws or whatever. He actually kept me on my head straight too. Like my pops, like I said, is a good dude. My pops held me down in the crib. But when I was in the streets, he was holding me down. He was just like, yo, bro, you could go this way and it could be easy, or you can go this way. So I just started to do my own thing, and he just kind of helped me from staying away from a lot of these knuckleheads. But don't get it twisted. They were my age too. So
right. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like you could have gone both.
So yeah, that's
way.
True. So yeah, in a way, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me coming up the way I did influenced my laid back persona. I believe so.
Like,
but
it's
aggression in there. Yeah, of course, definitely. There's aggression in there. Don't get it twisted. Like, it's not just he's a smooth operator. Nah, no, I'm definitely can get there.
Pop, you know. Can you attest to that? Have you ever seen him angry?
Yeah, I've seen him angry.
Yeah. We argue all the time. That's my little brother, so we argue all the time. I'm always telling him, get your ass in the studio, bro. What the hell you doing, man? Get out these streets. Let's go. It's time to work. I always got to yank him up by the collar, man, because he's super talented too, and I believe in him. So, you know, I got to shake him up sometimes. So, you know, we definitely clash. You know, two lions and whatever. I clash with all my brothers, though. Yeah. It's like that.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And I just don't like yes men around me. So, thank God, you know, I'm able to have certain individuals around me that, you know, keep me leveled and just don't tell me yeah all the time. If I'm fucking up, you know, they're going to check me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So what else? Okay, so we talked. Oh, that's right. You have 2 underground awards. What is that one?
That's a big deal, and I don't say glorified enough. I don't think, right, Pop?
Nah,
I don't talk about it enough.
You don't talk about it enough.
And I feel
Why
like I
not?
should. I don't know, like I should though.
I feel like he should because
Yeah.
first of all, a lot of people that's in the industry don't even have these type of awards.
Yeah, it was
you
a
know what I
big
mean?
deal for a long time. And
It really
shout out to
was.
Urban Threshold. Like they definitely showed me love. It was huge. They used to rent out the BB Kings in Manhattan.
Okay.
And they used to rent that out, and everybody was there. I'm talking about the Joyner Lucases, the Remy Martins, K Slick. It's like, I mean, Remy Martin,
Yeah.
I know it's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
She was there. She won an award, and I won 2, but I've been nominated for like 4.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just putting in the work. That's not no hookups. That's out there actually physically grinding. So it's definitely dope. I just don't brag about it enough. I don't know. I guess I'm too damn humble.
I don't
should
even
be
know
like,
how he did it. Like,
yeah, like,
that was
for real.
crazy.
No, it's real. And
really
it was a voting
surprising,
system too. It was a
honestly.
voting system. That's what I'm saying. Like, you will get nominated, but you had to go in there and hope people vote for you. Like, they have like a snippet of your song and your artist name. That's it.
That's it.
And this was Papoose. I mean, everybody been to this place and they won awards. Fred the Godson, rest his
Yep.
God rest
You
his
wrote-
soul.
I wrote that one
R.I.P. to
down.
him.
Joyner
Yeah,
Lucas.
Fred was a monster. He showed me
Fred
wild
was a
love.
monster.
Yeah, shout out him and
I
his
opened up
family.
for Fred one time actually in Brooklyn. I did a show.
He's a
for
good
him.
dude. It was a
Yeah,
lot of
Fred
artists. You can name them. Like Naughty by Nature came out. They performed one time. It was like Ice-T in there. It's like everybody you
It was
could
like
think of
a really like
was
a
there.
award.
Those
There's a
names
lot
are-
of
No, people
there.
pulled up in limos. I mean, it was
Nice.
a red carpet.
So might as well
Yeah,
been
I
a real.
remember
No,
that.
it
a
was.
real
It
award,
was.
yeah.
It wasn't. Could have been. It was that
Uh-huh.
big for like a couple of years. I don't know if it's still around, but all I know is we was nominated like 4 years, and we won 2. I should have won all of them. I ain't even gonna front. I should have won all of them because I don't know where them other artists at that won them 2 that I was in. No disrespect though. You don't. And right now we still cooking up. It's just. It was just like I said. A lot of doors were closed, and life situations.
Sure.
Like I said, kids, working, this pandemic. It's been like storms, like who knows, pretty soon aliens. Like it's a lot of stuff
They're
going on
calling
right
for
now.
aliens
You know what I
next.
mean?
They're
Like
definitely calling for
zombies is
aliens.
gonna come in and freestyle with us. Like it's getting that crazy. Like feel what
They
I'm
gotta
saying,
have
bro?
them
It's getting
Michael
to that point.
Jackson
Like for real, we're gonna have.
shoulder.
I'm gonna buy the Thriller jacket,
There
and
you
from
go.
every interview, just in case, I'll be ready.
You're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, just in case. Let me stop. Yeah, for real though.
Guys, crazy, man. Oh,
You know
I'll
what I
tell
mean?
you.
Love it. I love it.
Word.
So that's really cool. Like you've also, all right. So I wrote it down. I think it has to do with your album. So I don't want to get there yet.
Right.
All right. So let's talk about Remy Martin. So was she there? Did she win when you won, or like I'm
trying to think. Did she win when I won? Probably.
I think she did.
Whenever
bro.
she's nominated, she gonna win. She was a beast then. She a beast now. She even worse
I know
now.
one.
Like, she's
I'm
super
sure I know more
talented.
than one, but there's just one I told you that's my anthem,
Right.
and people think I'm so full of myself. I don't care.
No, that's cool.
Dying to be me.
She's just cool. Listen, you're supposed to be full of yourself. If you're not full of yourself, who gonna be?
Right.
You gotta have that confidence. And I got a crazy story about Remy Martin. We was at the Barclays Center for, I think it was, whose fight was that? Oh man, it's gonna haunt me. What's the kid's name that has the little twin sisters or whatever? What's the Spanish kid name? Damn, I forget his name. Anyway, we was at the Barclays Center,
Okay.
and we were backstage. And Remy Martin, she gave me like a real good moment. Like I walked up on her and Papoose, and I introduced myself. My man, shout out to my man Payne too. He plugged that, and she was like listening to me, and she gave me some real words that like of encouragement and wisdom, and I'm still rocking with it. They was just like, this industry is full of lames and full of a lot of dead ends and a lot of fakeness. You know what I mean? Let's just put it like that. I don't want to say anything. A lot of fake shit. I'm gonna say a lot of fake shit.
Okay.
All right. So they was like, to weed out all of that, just stay true. It's gonna take longer. It's gonna be harder, but the reward is gonna be that much more fruitful. So shout out to Remy Martin and Papoose. Like I'm still
love that.
grinding, and they just told me keep pushing, and they guarantee they're gonna see me, and that's a fact. They're gonna see me.
Well, I definitely feel that. That's why I was like, how long was I asking you to come in
that.
studio?
I don't know. It's like we supposed to do this,
Yeah.
right? And then something happened,
Yeah.
and then but
You
we're
were
here,
busy,
so,
and then summer happened, and then
yeah. But I feel like everything's on God's timing anyway. So
Yep.
it's supposed to happen at this moment, and we here.
I remember at one point I was like, because I was trying to make sure that I could get everybody, and I didn't want you to lose interest. So I
Right.
was like,
No.
double booking, triple booking, and then finally my engineer's like, dude, you're gonna burn yourself out.
Right.
So I'm very grateful that you let me
It's
push
the hustle,
you out.
though.
So,
It's the hustle.
I was tired. Dude,
I know.
That's how I know my age. I'm like, all I'm doing is sitting
Said,
and
"Why am I
talking on a mic.
sleeping?"
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh.
Right. But that's the crazy part is like for us, it's like there's no off time. You always got to be on go mode. And like I said, moments like these, I cherish these. I never look down on any platform, whether it's huge, low, medium. Everyone I treat
Thank
the same
you.
respect
Thank
because
you.
at the end of the day, you're helping me build my brand and I'm helping you build yours.
100%.
So,
I have a story about that. I'm going to share it.
okay.
This is me being petty.
Talk your talk.
So I had a guest, and I tried so hard to get her on. I had
Mm-hmm.
a friend make the connection, and I gave her a call. So I've already outed at least half of the population of my guests. So,
Mm-hmm. Right.
And she's like, I don't know. You don't have a big following.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%. But I was like, oh, but the radio station has like over, how many do you have? Like over 30K? 20K. And she's like, oh, okay. Is the
Then it
radio
was
going to
okay.
post? Yeah. Okay. Is the radio going to post your promo? And he'd be yelling at me. He's like, stop.
Listen, that's crazy to me. Like as an artist, like I don't pick and choose. Like I want all of that. I want all of it. Anybody willing to sit down and talk to me on camera, on a microphone, whatever it is, I'm willing to do that because, like I said, this is what I do it for. It's not just the money and all that. Like I do it to reach people. So I don't care. I might reach somebody on your platform that I want to reach on my own.
Right.
So it's like you're helping me.
Sure.
reach a
Broadening
different.
that audience is
It's
completely different.
Yeah, so it bridges the gap. Like I said, you just getting into this whole hip hop, situation like that. So it is good for me because now, like I said, I'm
That's
able
a
to
whole
reach
brand
people
new-
on your
I
side
love
too.
that.
That's
I love
super
that.
dope.
A lot of people don't realize that if you look at like the rec ex, the execs up top,
Yeah,
they don't have a big following. They might have they're smart. They keep family,
low
friends,
profile. Yeah,
low key. And here you are, you brush one of them off, you just burnt
you
your
don't
bridge.
know, and that's the problem.
Well, yeah, she
A lot of these
definitely
people don't do it.
brushed me the wrong, like the sting of the smack in the face. So here's the sting though. So she didn't follow me back, and I respected that because
Right.
she's a larger person in the industry or whatever. But then I go into her page and I see she's following the radio station. Okay, I get that.
Right.
She's following my producer. He wasn't here that day, but that's okay. But then she's also following my husband.
Wow. Shots. That's a bow.
Yeah,
That's one of those
that was a
moments. If
huge
we had a couple
right?
of them sound effects, we would have hit them right there.
Like, so I'm not wrong. Like, dude, so I sent her a
Love.
message. I even sent her a message like, hey, I understand, but would you mind? And then even the mutual friend that I connected with her, she's,
Right.
he's like, yes, I'll talk to her. Never. So I unfollowed. I'm like, F that shit. Like, you're following. My husband has like 123 followers,
Right,
literally.
Right.
Like, there.
No, there's some spiteful ones out there. You gotta, sometimes you gotta show a little teeth. You gotta get a little gangster.
That was it.
That's it.
And I've been talking about it.
There you go.
A little bit
Shots
more
fired.
comfortably,
Bow,
but now
bow.
I'm going to go repent because I believe that everything you put out in the universe comes back. So I'm, going to
sometimes
make
you
sure
gotta get a
I
little,
wish
yeah,
her
a little
continued
tough.
success. So
Yeah. I
my
like the laugh
continu-
though. I like the laugh though. She said, "Yeah, I wish her the best." Huh? She hit her with the Jay-Z laugh. Word.
oh my gosh. Oh, we have some people joining in. We have
cool, that's
Becky
cool.
Romero, Deke Knight. I'm going to say it right. I hate your name, D. We have a comic book creator who just joined us on our live on Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
But his name is like Deke. So you know how like people call me Mindy? I call him Deke because
Yeah.
it's D Knight.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry. Thank you for sharing the video on Facebook. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, crap, dear Lord, I have self-diagnosed ADHD, so
Oh,
if I
Lord.
don't say it when I need to say it,
I know
it's
that
gone.
feeling.
What did I want to talk about? I was petty for a second, so that's good. We can check that off the list.
Yeah, the petty situation. We got past that one.
All right, so let's play a song while I think about that, because it'll just be dead air for like 15 minutes. So next up, all right, I'm going to say it wrong because I wrote it the way I would say it, and you keep saying it different. So
Slipping.
Okay, so literally like if I was slipping on the floor.
Right.
Okay, so not slip.
No, so basically DMX, you know, R.I.P. to him, he has a record, Slipping. We even have a little snippet of it in the intro. We figured we would remake that, but, you know, in his honor, and do a little twist to it and make it more modern.
Okay.
So it still got all the pain, all that in it, but, you know, we did it. And shout out to Britt Baden. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. And you could definitely call up.
Yes.
I know you listening. She's actually, I heard her. I don't know how we started following each other on the Instagram. I think she's super dope. She's from B-More. Shout out B-More. She's super talented. I'm like, listen, I love this chick's voice. Like, her voice is so fire. It has the pain that I want, but it has that, you know, that sound, that swag. So I'm like, we add her to me, I think there'll be that missing piece. And I threw her on the hook, and from then it's been getting crazy reviews. And we didn't even put it out yet. We're not, because actually the record Blessed in the Cursed City, the EP, we're gonna re-release it. And we're going to add that record to it. So it's going to be a few. It's out right now, but we repackage it and we're going to re-drop it with like new records. And it's going to be
has
crazy.
This song played anywhere else yet?
You're the first person about to play it. That's what I said. It's one of those moments. Exclusives.
How cool is that?
Yeah, there's some bow bows. Should be right there too. Bow.
How's that for cred?
Yeah, so it's definitely a dope record. You know, shout out to everybody involved on this one. So
all right, so here we go.
Slipping. See Mills.
Yeah. Ooh, let's get it, shorty. I'm slipping, falling, I can't get up. Let me back up on my feet so I can tear shit up. I'm slipping, falling, I can't get up. Yeah. Hey, I'm slipping and I'm falling and I can't get up. Streets keep on calling, I'm just praying I don't get caught up. Get me back up on my feet so I can take shit up. Not 100 young below around us. I'm just praying that I make it, baby. I've been dealing with them haters lately, and Lord knows I'ma make it, baby. They 10 toes down to the day they take me. It ain't a day that don't go by, I miss my nigga stay. Know you looking down on me, I city on my back. Might just pull up in a Porsche, you know that thing is black. My life is like a movie, doggy, action packed. Me and Poppy in a mix, we going back to back. For my homie chicks, I'm yelling, yeah, up on the track. I know that love you, show the game, but do I love you back? And when it's gone, that money don't go with you, and that's a fact. The industry is full of lames, I bring that feeling back. Plus, you fucking for some purses, and you thirsties out here waiting that. Every move you make, you gotta know you pay a price for that. Youngin' get up off that corner, trust it, ain't no life in that. Shit, when talking all that rider shit, I stab you in the back. So I keep my circle small, cause Brody, we ain't having that. Dreams are holding up that Grammy, now you ain't gon' shatter that. I'm slipping and I'm falling, now I'm coming back. I'm slipping and I'm falling, and I can't get up. The streets keep on calling, I'm just praying I don't get caught up. Get me back up on my feet so I can take shit up. Not 100, you don't belong around us. I'm just praying that I make it, baby. I've been dealing with them haters lately, and Lord knows I'ma make it, baby. They 10 toes down to the day they take me. Look, they out here praying for a deal. Just pray and make it home at night. It's like every other day another nigga lost his life. Before you judge a motherfucker, imagine what he sacrificed. Whole lot of blood and sweat, whole lot of sleepless nights. I stacked against him before I even learned to ride a bike. So I hustle harder than the average for them pair of nights. Cops still killing us, instead of reading us our rights. Racist motherfucker, can you tell me how you sleep at night? Another father taken, another mama crying. Paramedics trying to save him even though they know he dying. Now she get anxiety every time she hears a siren. Give my kids a better life, the only reason that I'm grinding. Fighting with my demons, another round, I'm surviving. Until I level up, yeah, I'ma keep on climbing. Stay down until I come up, shit, it's all about your timing. I was slipping and I'm falling, now I'm back up and I'm riding. I'm slipping and I'm falling and I can't get up. Streets keep on calling, I'm just praying I don't get caught up. Get me back up on my feet so I can take shit up. Not 100, you don't belong around us. I'm just praying that I make it, baby. I've been dealing with them haters lately, Lord knows I'ma make it, baby. They 10 toes down to the day they take me.
We're back. Okay. So I have a question.
Yep.
Do you have any videos for your songs?
Yeah, we got a few videos out. The YouTube channel is CMILSNYC, I believe. Yeah. We have older joints up on there, not too old. We have some records that Hot 97 played. It actually got us real far with them. We got a few joints on there. I started doing freestyles too. I love it though. These moments, they gotta happen.
Dude,
they gotta happen.
Dude, but
I actually started doing freestyles and stuff, and that shit.
Really?
Yeah, that kind of got me like a little further too. So Power 105 started hollering too.
Cool.
When we started
those
doing
stations, I know everybody.
And she said, "I know those."
those
So shout out to everybody, every platform that I've been on. Shout out to this one. Shout out to This Is 50. Shout out to everything. Like everybody showed me love. I'm super grateful for. It's actually a stepping stone to my next platform. So.
And you said it. You right before the song. You said that you're re-releasing this album,
Blessed in the Cursed City.
Blessed in the Cursed City, and you're at
Mm-hmm.
So you worked. Okay, that's what I was going to talk about before, and I said no, we're going to wait for that.
Right, we're going to wait.
So you've had some pretty impressive collaborations with this album. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's like I said. We got super talented people, and I don't just want to name the names that people know. Like shout out to Mia Ayana. I think I'm saying it right. I hope I ain't butcher her name. She's super talented too. Shout out to her. She's on a record, and we actually redid. Are you familiar with Ashanti?
Yes.
She did "Rain on Me." We actually flipped that too, and we did it our way. And that record is like one of my favorite records on the project. We got that on there. Shout out to Gabrielle Findley. She's super talented from Jersey. We and her did Hot 97, Who's Next together. Shout out to her. She's on there. And then, like I said, them Griselda boys, man. I got the Conway the Machine, which is a super, super big deal for me. Like, I'm bigging that up more than anything because that dude raps. And he's like that dude. So for him to actually give me a verse, and it's not no made up joint. I know people would think like, oh, that's gotta be that's him doing me a solid and jumping on the record, seeing me out there grinding. So shout out to him, the whole Griselda. And then we got a record coming right now. I don't want to just breathe past that Griselda moment, bro. That for me, that's major for me.
Major right now.
That's super dope, But we got another record coming right after that with the top 5 Dead or Alive, Jadakiss himself, man.
That name, I know.
Yeah, I bet you do now. The numbers don't went up on him. Yeah, so we waiting for that one to get cleared, and then it's go time. So that's the only record we're waiting on right now. Once that joint comes out, and shout out to Fat Joe too. We're gonna be doing something for him too.
Nice.
Yeah, so shout out to him. Both of them dudes just killed verses. So yeah, to actually be in the mix of all of that is wavy for me. Yeah.
Wavy.
Yeah, we're gonna get you up on his lingo too.
Yeah,
she said wavy. There's other things than bow, so we're gonna give you some new ones.
Thank God, because bow, like you guys can do sound effects like that.
Yo, Pop, do the bow noise.
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh my God, that's almost as bad as.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I hate that sound.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's talk about Pop. I said while we were playing the song that you need to talk more because you have a great presence, by the way, and you made us laugh too. So
yeah, that's my guy.
It. I mean,
in the mic.
I'm here.
I'll talk your shit, bro.
I mean, I'm just working. I'm just in the studio. I'm mainly writing a lot of music. I feel like I'm just stacking up music. I'm just getting so better. When my opportunity comes, it's like
you're ready.
I'm just ready. So it's like,
yeah, we definitely want him to be on gear. So, he's just pushing his pen right now. I got him in the danger zone. I want to call it like the war room. He got to produce those records. Cause I tell him every time he do a record, I'm doing 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he do 3, I'm doing 10.
Okay.
So I'm showing him, bro, if you don't keep up,
right?
You know what I mean? It's gonna be a problem. Right. So just keeping him, like ready. So when it's his turn, it's his turn.
I ask this of all the artists that I get to meet. Like, how do you? Obviously, I don't have that inclination. So how is it that you're writing words and then all of a sudden you're able to put it to the music the way that you do? And I understand, like, for you guys, it might be like second nature.
Right.
But to me, it's very intriguing to see, like, I understand, like, writing poetry.
Right.
I could write a haiku.
Right.
Also, but the fact that you're able to then have a beat that exists in your mind to the
Right.
words that you're saying and then actually put it out into the universe.
Especially another instrument. You know how you got the drums,
Right.
you have the piano,
Yeah.
whatever it is, the hi-hat, whatever. The words is nothing more than just another instrument for the record.
Ooh.
So basically, you know, what we do is we just feel our pain, or whether it's party or whatever it is. It don't have to always be pain. Whatever it is, you know, you just use those words and you put them together. And people don't understand. Like, that's why I shout out to even these young boys that's doing all this other shit. Like, it takes time to put these things together. Like, and if you want like records, like where people, like I said, timeless records is what I'm chasing. See, it's a different. I could do those bow records like all day in my sleep. I could have my son do that if I wanted to.
Okay.
But I'm like, I want that record that you could play 20 years down the
from now,
line
and
from
it'll
then,
still
and then
be
20 years
relevant.
in the future,
Gotcha.
and be like, yo, certain records just timeless. You know, look, Jada Kids now that he did verses, he's dropping freestyles as singles. Like, how do you do that? Like, people are like, oh, this is amazing,
Just
bro. That was
anything.
like 10 years ago, you know, but it's timeless though. See, I want to be part of that crowd, and with that crowd comes a longer road, a rougher road. But, you know, over here, authentic, we built for that. So, yeah.
And how do you find yourself? Damn it, I'm the word person and I can't think of the word. Dear Lord and all of heaven. You know, you don't stay the same. You're evolving. How do you
Yes.
evolve in order to stay relevant?
Every record I do, I just try and top the last one, or just try and just like do different things, you know.
Most
like I said,
definitely.
evolving. Like, I got a whole rock and roll album that I'm working
Really?
on. Like, it's crazy. And then I got a whole nother it's like, I don't want to say it's pop, but it's like that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It can go in that genre of the Eminem, Rihanna's, the what's his name, G-Eazy style, you know, style, like those type of records. I have those crossover records. Like, it's not just what you hear here.
Okay.
So my pen is like immaculate. I could write for anybody. It doesn't matter. It could be R&B. It can be whatever it is.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like always challenging myself. So like I said, I'm real proud of that rock album because, like, for me, I'm like big on Nirvana. I'm big on Limp Bizkit. Let me see.
How about Queen?
Queen is dope. Believe it or not, I rock with Queen. I know people can say what they want, but that boy was talented.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So Queen, yeah, definitely Queen. There's so many. Linkin Park, I loved Linkin Park.
Linkin
You know,
Park is
but to
dope.
me, nothing tops Nirvana for me.
Okay.
So actually, the record Come As We Are, I actually did a twist to that. It's really, really dope. And like I said, I just like try to do new styles all the
Okay.
time. I try and reinvent myself and do different things. So once this goes, we got so much more that I'm not even releasing that I could sell. So hit
That's
me
one
if you
thing
need a
about,
pen.
One thing about Mills, I could honestly
Definitely.
say, I had to always tell him, like, he's the type of person that wants to record 1 million songs and don't put none of them out.
Oh, so
I'm
he's
like,
that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, you have too much songs to sit on
Yeah.
these. Like, you have to get them out here, bro. And
Wait, so is it the same?
that Conway record was one record that he was just sitting on for a while.
So wait, how many
That's all,
records
man.
do you have out?
Right now, no, I got a couple. Like, this EP is the first big project that I ever
Okay.
released. But like I said, record-wise, I put out records, like I said, with talented artists before. I just put them out.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
So if we open up your vault once you pass, there's gonna be like
no,
how
yeah,
many,
no.
for how many decades
But
after do we play
But that's
your
what I'm
music?
saying. Right now, we're gonna get those records to people because, you know, for the right price, I'll make your joint tighter. So definitely trying to do this ghostwriting thing because a lot of these artists can't write for themselves, and I got that.
Well, I've definitely met a lot of
Yeah.
artists that are ghostwriters. So
Mhm.
um,
Definitely want to dabble into that too.
What else did I want to say? Crap. See, this is what happens when I don't want to interrupt my
Right.
guest.
Nah, anytime you want to, just, you know what I mean?
No,
Jump
no.
in. You can go with it.
It sounds horrible.
No, I'm
on
with it. I'm with it. We can improvise. Improv.
All right. So so let's talk about your merch. So
Yeah.
this is
Yep. Blessed in the Curse City
Blessed in the
merch.
Curse City.
Hit my DM if you want to order that. You let me know your size, where to send that to. And, you know, we'll hit you with the Cash App right now. We got the website coming soon. We got hoodies coming soon.
Ooh,
We gotta-
I like hoodies.
Yes, you know, it's that weather. You see, see us, me and Pop. We shout out to my man Pop. You see, we in them hoodies right now. I mean, we got them hoodies on right now. So, you know, we got the Blessed in the Curse City merch. Like, it's crazy. I didn't even plan on doing merch. That's the crazy part. Like, I was just putting out the project. But it was something about this cover that everybody kept saying, yo, bro. And shout out, like I said, shout out to More Than Mike. He up on my Instagram. You know, I got his ad up there. This dude killed it. And I'm like, yo, this got to be on something. It's got to be like on billboards and stuff like that. Got to be everywhere. So I'm like, let me just do some merch. And I put it out there and people have been supporting it. So shout out to everybody that supports me. Like, y'all don't understand, for an artist that's coming up and he's hustling, that shit mean a lot. So if you purchased anything from me, whether you, even if you didn't purchase it, if you watch something like a video of mine, you share the link, like, I really, really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand, for an artist who's coming up and putting his all into his craft, his music, yo, for him to put something that's for sale and y'all click buy, y'all will always like keep that special to me. You know what I mean?
And
I
you do definitely repost everyone who puts on your...
anybody. I don't care who it is.
Talk about where the design came from. I know you give shout outs to help you create it, but
well, basically the symbolic to the...
chin.
Yeah, the double chin. The symbolicness of the symbolism behind the links on the neck. Oh, you know, people look at it, they be like, oh, why are you hanging yourself? I said, well, basically, everything that we get in this music stuff, or whether it's in life period, sometimes we abuse it and it can be our downfall. So each link represents a different situation, or a different, like, I want to say a different point in your life, where it's actually becoming too tight to where it'll hang you if you don't deal with it. You know, whether it's, you know what I mean? It could be like a sneaky friend, like one of these creep dudes who will be a fake friend, a friend of me. You know, it could be your love for the music so much that you displace your love for your family, or your love for the street life, you know, catch up to you. So each link is like the street life, you know, your fake friends, you know, the moves you make, police brutality, everyone, the link is hanging yourself. So that's why it's so deep to me, and black and white, because everything in this life is black and white. Right. You know, there's no in between. It's either black or white. And especially with all of this racism stuff going out there, I just wish all of it would go away, because
so do I.
You know, it's just real stupid. But you know, until you got people who are willing to just say, you know what, enough, it is never gonna stop, man. It's sad though. Word. But the cover's real deep. So
definitely
each thing is like hanging myself, you know. So if you gotta watch your moves you make before you end up, you know, strung up.
Love it.
Definitely.
All right, so Pops, what are you doing?
Yes.
Why don't we follow each other on Instagram?
Word, Pop. What you doing, boy?
I'm right now.
All right, listen, everybody. I am only...
Don't be following us and then not following.
Word. I gotta get yours too.
Well, all right, so MIND, MINX. So, okay, so here's my theory with that. So, by the way, everybody... The radio station is Mix Vibes Radio, right?
Yeah, shout out to Mix Vibes.
It's a completely different entity from Mindminx. And I think people are confusing the two and thinking that it's the same thing.
Right.
So no, it's two separate things. And I am literally, I'm like 55 people away from hitting 1,000 followers.
Let's get her up there. Let's get
organically, not paid for.
And that's another thing. That's another thing too, bro. A lot of them be paying for their followers. Yeah. They pay for their likes. They pay for everything. Everything on my page is organic. And I done had label execs sit me down and say, you got to get some of these views up. You got to get this. I said, I will. Trust me. But if you pay for these things, yeah, it speeds up the process, but you crash and burn because it's not real. It don't add up.
And I'm the numbers girl, so I'm going to look. I don't care if you have 11,000 followers. If you post a video and only 200 people look at it.
You get 3 likes? I mean 3 comments. Pardon me, 3 comments.
That's not
real.
That's not
organic. Not real.
I'd rather at 1,000 followers, 50 people, which is still like a lot when you're considering the comparison.
Trust me, I done heard it a million times. Oh, if your followers is up, it'll be that much easier. I said, yeah, I know, but these guys with all of these followers, they so trash. And I'm like, yo, look, I see what's going on. These are bots. I see what's happening.
Dude, do you know how many times I get messages? Do you want to pay for? I'm telling, like, all of my.
Yeah, and then you get the blue checks. Oh, pay for a blue check. Like, bro, and I click on the page and they got like 3 followers. I'm like, bro, who's paying you, bro? Like, who falls for this?
Over 1 million followers.
I'm just what I'm saying. Then you click their page. Oh, we can get you 1 million followers. Yeah. We click their page and they got 4 followers, and they all have no pics. See, some shit Papa do. I tell Papa. He said, "Yo, bro, you
He's
think
just
this
kidding.
official?"
He's just joking.
Nah, I'm joking. Word.
But I've experienced that too many times, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely proud that I know anyone that I am following. I
Yeah.
know personally. There's only I have someone who's following me who has a blue check mark. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh, I got a few of those.
Yeah, well, shut up.
Mind me. Bow, bow, shot. All you gotta do is go under the pictures and you see the comments from all those dudes on them verses we was talking about.
That's
Shout out
a
Fat
fact.
Joe, shout out Jada, shout out Griselda,
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that you were able to give us
I'm
some
happy
time
too.
today.
I'm happy too. I'm glad we did this. We should have did this a long time ago.
I
but
know.
it's
I was
perfect.
no,
We're here.
yeah, you're right. Universal timing is
Yeah.
perfect, and tonight is a full moon, so
Oh wow, I ain't know
make
that.
some moon water.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
Okay.
It'll be a full moon, and it's
Lord.
supposed to be a good one. So make some moon
Maybe
water.
some
and-
Remy Martin.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Remy Martin and a cigar, There
There you go.
There you go. I might
Let
do
the
one of those.
moon put its vibes in there
Yeah,
for
we
you.
need all that. We need all them vibes right now.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to everybody
Definitely.
tuned in on the live. Shout out to everybody from Far Rockaway, Queens, the whole Queens itself, man. Shout out to the world. We out here, man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
really wanted to quickly just do some shout outs of my own, just because I don't know how many people were, and I know a lot of people were affected by Hurricane Ida just a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
That was bad. That
was
yeah, it
crazy.
was
That was
super
really
bad.
bad.
You guys fared okay?
Yeah, like I said,
I was actually out
ours
there.
wasn't too bad. He got, that was crazy. He posted a video. The dude car was like, the water was high as hell and it was under the freeway. I'm like,
Oh
what
my
the hell?
gosh.
Where this
Crazy.
come from? And you had people like stuck in like apartment buildings. They
A friend
was
of
like
mine car
flooded.
actually
It was
got
crazy.
flooded, so she was pissed off.
Yeah.
She had a BMW. It was-
Yeah,
got
it was
flooded,
crazy.
So she couldn't even drive. It's total. Once it get
Yeah.
flooded,
Yeah.
it's over.
yeah, it's
Water
over.
go in there. You're
It's
done.
I think the
over.
craziest shit I
So
seen
if you don't got
with,
insurance on your car or something like that, and you got an expensive car,
Dude, well, how do you not have
It's
insurance on a
over.
A lot of
BMW?
They
people
have-
don't.
stuff,
A lot of
Really?
people don't.
stuff happens. Stuff
That's what I'm
happens. So
They
Nah,
have
it was some
yeah.
crazy
Be careful.
stories up there. You seen some of that
Beats-
stuff?
Yo, before I moved out to
Mhm.
Rockaways,
Mm-hmm.
I moved like right after Sandy,
Remember that one?
bro.
You remember that
that
one?
shit. I knew it was. I knew it was serious
Right.
when you see a cargo ship, one of them ships, not a boat, a,
A
ship,
ship.
yes.
coming down Broad Channel,
Yeah.
down the boulevard. I'm like, yo,
Yeah. I'm like, hold on. I ain't signed up for this.
straight out cut Titanic.
Bro,
Straight out Titanic.
As hell, right?
the boardwalk, bro, was on the other side.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is the boardwalk doing in my living room? You feel me?
If you walk outside the board in
It's
front of
crazy,
your building.
bro. You had
Wow.
damn near sharks out there
That's
chilling,
yeah.
giving
They-
you pounds.
They found
An ounce out
debris.
there.
They found
crazy.
debris from Sandy all the way in Europe. On
What?
The on
Wow.
the beaches of Europe.
No, it was bad, man. It was bad, man.
We had a guy.
We had it
I
bad.
remember on the news there was a guy from Canada. I don't know if you guys remember this
Yeah,
shit.
shout out to Canada
And-
too.
He handcuffed himself to the boardwalk on beach like 98th Street
For what?
because he was saying how Americans claim that their hurricanes are so disastrous, and
He said he
Oh,
gonna
so
ride this one
dangerous.
out.
Give it.
you see what happened to the
I
boardwalk.
seen that
right?
in
It's-
2012 too. When that dude that was on the mountain.
He
he ain't make
he's
it.
sleeping down under.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
He ain't make it.
Nah,
The
he
whole
didn't make it.
boardwalk went out to the
Oh
ocean.
my god.
And he was handcuffed to
definitely
it.
died.
Dumbass.
He was
He
gonna
has
stay.
to.
You know,
He must
like,
have been a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
He had
We're gonna
More
start-
about.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
there you
shit.
go.
Yeah, that was
Biden was
crazy.
gonna send him help.
He fell asleep though.
Dude, we didn't. We
fell
vote somebody in
asleep.
office and want him to do his job. If he doesn't do his job, we're gonna do the same thing. Don't worry. But listen, so I bring this up because my town got hit pretty hard as well, and I'm a Jersey girl through and through.
Yeah,
And
shout
you
out
know,
to Jersey too.
yes,
I get a lot of love in Jersey.
So our town was hit pretty hard, and I just wanted to shout out to Drain Solutions because they came on Labor Day
Wow.
to replace my sump pump so that we could
Really?
start the cleanup process.
It was
yeah.
that bad?
It was that. Yeah, we got 6. He lost his truck. He had a
lost my
Dodge
truck.
Durango.
No.
My son.
Dodge Durango Limited.
Word.
My son had
Damn,
just purchased
bro.
his first car.
No, not the car.
It
Not
was
the first purchase.
The first car. He just moved back from out west, and he had just purchased his first car. It was a little POS, right? And I had gone that day to register it. His plates are still in the backseat of my car.
Ouch.
Oh my.
Done.
Ouch.
I'm like, I went to DMV to register my car, and I was like, I just did this the other day. Can I get a refund? She's like, no.
Nah, they don't do refunds, baby.
Well, listen, I had to ask. If you don't ask the question,
Yeah,
like,
insurance refunds,
right?
baby.
no, it was the same fucking day.
Oh my.
day. It was
The same
day.
The same day.
Damn.
Dude, like he was
I
calling
don't
me
even
all
want to do
day.
foul right now.
No.
I don't want to do it.
He was calling me
Yeah,
all day. He's like, Mom, when are
do
you
a
coming
moment
home
of-
so I could put
Yeah,
my
let's
plates
do a
on my car?
moment
So
of
I
silence
can
for
go out.
the
Moment of silence.
plates. You still got the plates?
They're in the backseat of my car.
You want to bury them? What you want
My,
to do?
well, my husband says I have to return them, and
Okay.
along with all the other plates that
Okay.
are in the trunk of my car.
Because we could have did like a service for you.
We could.
It's
Yo,
bad.
you would think that like where you're at is like, you know, it's not waterfront. Like it's not.
That's
you
what I'm
know,
saying.
that's
For
the-
it to get
that's-
there, that's crazy to me, right?
That
Well-
yeah, you would think, right? Like you're but they, you know,
we had-
they're
We're in a
the middle.
valley. We're literally in, it's
Damn.
called the Passaic Valley, so
But
it's
the
literally
water-
at the bottom.
Oh, so no, you was.
by like a river.
We're
so
right by
everything came
Passaic.
in?
Yes.
Oh no.
Cars
Seen that? You seen that post of the dude smoking hookah in the alleyway on the Instagram? I'm like, yo, these dudes
That's
is doing anything for
crazy.
clout. They got a whole lot
Somebody
of motherfucking
somebody
COVID
was
in that
riding a
water.
kayak down the main
Listen,
street
it was
in
crazy.
Harrison.
This is
It
crazy.
was super crazy. There's
Yeah,
somebody's
man. These
somebody's
storms
two
are getting
cars. Both of his
realer and
cars
realer.
ended up in our yard. So I joked with him because we saw the two cars. We didn't know who they belonged to, and then a guy comes knocking on the door. He's like, "Those are, I guess my car's like your property." I was like, "If they like it, why didn't you buy it?"
Listen, all you gotta do is be like, I discovered these cars. They
Yeah,
here.
they're mine
They're
now.
mine. I discovered it.
Isn't there a law? Isn't there an
You
actual?
could discover things.
Like, there's a law that
Now,
says,
let me
you know.
For people like
It's
Mill
like
said
that
it.
dude on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this is
He like,
mine.
no, this is my car.
This is
I
my
discovered
car.
it.
Yeah.
He said, you discovered America? Okay, I discovered this car. And shout out to him too. He man funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, he did a skit for my people's at Halal Bros, whatever. And shout out to Halal Bros in Queens. They got the best halal food. Shout out to them. That was a plug. They owe me something for that one. What up, fool?
All right, so that was fun. Yeah, so Drain Solutions in Clifton, I just want to give a huge shout out to them because, like I said, they came the very same day, which
Yeah,
was a
that's dope.
holiday. Holiday. I still don't have hot water, by the way.
Really? Damn. That sucks.
Listen, I've learned how to take cold showers.
Yeah, that happens.
Apparently, it's
Pop
really
takes
good for
those.
you.
I
He
hate
takes
cold
those.
showers actually.
He takes those.
I don't
Damn
like
good.
them, but apparently they're really,
I like
really
'em
good for you.
hot. I like them hot. Even in the summer, it gotta be hot.
Nah, you wildin' now, bro. I ain't taking no hot shower in the summer. What's wrong with you?
Well, is there anything else that you want to talk about before we say goodbye?
Nah, basically, I like the whole energy. You know, I love the
Thank
whole
you.
interview. It was super dope. Shout out to my
Definitely.
man Pop.
Appreciate it.
Nah, whatever. I'm good with
We
this
out
right
here.
here. Like this was major. I
We ain't
appreciate
gonna
you for
stop
having
until
me.
we get to
you
the
know?
top.
You know, that's a fact.
Just
Just look
don't
out for
forget
new
us.
content. No, never. Listen, like I said, as soon as the project redrops, you know, and we got that record, we're gonna come back and do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
gonna be major.
All right, so I want to give a shout out to the official sponsor of the Mindminx show, which is Absalom, and it's a hookah lounge located at 223 DeGraw Avenue in Teaneck, New Jersey. Don't forget Tuesdays we do Lit Theories, and we always have a live performance. So be on the lookout because CMLs will be performing live for us one of these
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Definitely gonna have to come through and show some love.
Yeah, don't forget to like, add, and share. And we are going to talk about the last song that we're going to go out of the show with.
Right.
So let's talk about it before because we're not going to talk after.
Yeah, that record is called Bonjour, and it's featuring Conway the Machine. And we did a little twist to the Jay-Z record, Girls, 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 and we just did it more swaggy and more, you know, modern right now. So I feel like nobody ever touched that Jay-Z sample, so we brought that in.
Nice.
Yeah. So shout out to Conway the Machine, the whole Buffalo Stand Up, the whole Far Rockaway. This joint is called Bonjour, C Mills. We out here, authentic pop. Yeah.
What's
So
good?
bonjour, everyone.
Yeah,
Don't forget to mind your
bonjour.
favorite minx. Join us next time.
Cop some merch too. Hit my DM. Stop acting stingy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Je ne parle pas de vie.
revoir, bonjour, bonjour. Ta, ta, ta. Out in Paris looking like a whole king. You know me, you know me. Of course I love y'all. I do. I love all y'all. Yeah.
I love girls. I do adore.
Yeah, I'm so wild, but you can catch me out in Paris, draped in all designers. Eiffel Towers with two baddies looking like Rihanna. I'm spilling dawn on marble floors, I'm feeling like a mobster. Now that's two baddies with two fatties and they both menage. See that drip? I ain't shit and I'm just being honest. Baby mama texting when you coming home, I'm like mañana. And lyrically they don't compare to me, them boys is novice. My shit is polished, doggy money made with shadow boxing. Off the step back, yeah, I'm like the beard on the Rockets. Front of me, we dumping. You would think son got hit with a rocket. Quarter waters from different borders for steak and lobster. Ribs are touching to all my hitters all eating proper. Purple J's and all this gold, I'm feeling like the mobber. She on my lap busting it wide and that's your wifey Yana. And yeah, I'm like hold on. Goodbye pain, hello success, bonjour. Kendall Jenner off the runway, she couture. Now shorty don't cook her clean, but her walk on law. Her game is vicious, she got the kid addicted for sure. Until we meet again, mommy, it's au revoir, bonjour.
I love girls, I do adore.
So put your number in my phone and I'ma hit you later on. I got a flight to catch, mommy, I'm coming.
I love girls all over the club.
More, no more, one thing's for sure. It's goodbye to the pain, hello success, au revoir, bonjour.
Spilling PJ on the PJ. This the year of the drum, you know how we play. Airing at you while you on the freeway, we squeeze K. Soon as I get the drop, we spinning like the DJ. We got rich off the free base, met my plug in Miami where the Heat play. Then I start getting the fuck what he paid. Any smoke, get the nigga clipped on his G-Day. Take something from me with your life is how you gon' repay. Hope you don't think the machine play. I hope you know when that 50 shot machine spray.